Hello, Fiona.
Hello.
Good to meet you. I understand this project's been going, sort of gestating for a long time and came about. You, Chris and Matt worked together on 24-Hour Party People.
Matt was a runner on 24-Hour Party People, and I used to run development for Michael and Andrew, and Chris was an actor. We didn't really all know each other that well then, but yes, in a weird way, we like to think of it as a spin-off, and Michael and Andrew will love me for saying that, but obviously they can't have any of the money if it's very successful.
And obviously, as I say, there's sort of a 10-year gestation on this. Why so long?
Oh no, we didn't come up with the idea then. The idea was I think about 3 years ago we came up with the idea. It was basically a TV series that Chris and I were thinking about that didn't actually get off the ground, and then we stole some of the characters and an idea Chris had and sort of developed it into this, and then Matt came on board. So at 3 years, it's really fast for film. This was a very fast film, honestly.
And I mean, the story is something. It's this sort of not just coming of age, but coming of age and trying to do something. It's a story that's been told several times.
Yeah, it's completely classic story structure.
What is it you think about that story structure keeps people wanting to see that sort of film?
I think it's really weird, but I think every adult really remembers. Your teen years are so huge to you, and it's kind of something that you don't really leave and that really remains in your mind so clearly. I think everybody, it's weird, isn't it, but I think everybody can relate to it immediately, which sounds slightly ridiculous, but I think we all kind of wish we were 19 and also glad we're not. So I think that's why it's a universal thing. You recognise that stage of sort of going from youth to an adult. You didn't at the time, but you do now.
And the 90s setting, I mean, that's
when we grew up.
Absolutely.
When else would we set something?
Absolutely, but it does make an already difficult job presumably that little bit harder.
Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it's a period film, which you wouldn't think would be a period film because you think it's sort of contemporary because it seems so recent in your mind. And then obviously when you start shooting things, you realise there are satellite dishes and clothes and particularly cars when you're on a low-budget film that you can't replace. We had a very good VFX team. And Manchester, we're lucky actually because Manchester has that sort of iconic red brick, and we kind of chose locations that we could work in. It worked really well, you know. I think the boys were slightly tense about the flares. They fell over a lot. Quite a hard thing to learn to walk in. But yeah, it was, you know, it was a challenge, but an exciting challenge, and also a period that hasn't been seen in British film at all. So it was exciting to be the first people, hopefully, to do that.
Something, I mean, it is a bit different for a British film anyway. I mean, you know, you only have to look at this festival to see that there are perennial staples of British film. So, what made you decide, or not what made you decide? What do you think it is about? I'm trying to phrase a question. I can't really get it right.
Like the Stone Roses, really.
Well, not just the Stone Roses, but I mean, you're making something very different from the standard British film. So why? That's it. Why do you think it is that Britain keeps making not the same film, but they sort of stick very safe genres?
I don't know that we do, to be honest. I think, you know, people that we've worked with, like Michael Winterbottom, you know, you could never second guess what he's going to make. I think there are, you know, Ken Loach, his films, you know, are so different every time and challenging. I think there are so many brilliant filmmakers, Andrea Arnold, that are making really different things. I guess classic period dramas is something that we do well and they sell well, and, you know, but I think, you know, we do them well, and it's interesting. We have a history that people are interested in sort of internationally. I don't know, I kind of think that, I think this film is original and exciting and different, hopefully, but I don't think we're particularly sort of bucking a trend. I just think, well, although it's very nice of you to say so. Can I put that on the poster?
Go for it. Thank you very much, anyway.
Thank you.